Good evening and welcome to the Darkmom Consortium for October the 11th, 2021. And that thumping you hear in the background is...
Darkthorn
And the thumping you hear in the foreground is me.
is
Woo! Doing the mom dance. Oh shoot, I moved my camera. Oh well. C'est la vie. I was doing Firewall because I needed to kill Terrans. And in the first sequence I killed 49 Terrans. I still have the whole second battle to go. So, okay. Something to do after the break here.
Yep.
After the show. So I was thinking we would do Gamma Quadrant today, since we've got the Gamma Quadrant Skirmishes, and it's easier with the team. Because then everybody gets it done. But I have to do it on both accounts, so I'm going to do it twice.
So nice you're going to do it twice.
Something like that? Yes. Yes, indeed. So how was your weekend, DT? Yeah. Mine was okay. I will
Sounds like your okay is like my meh.
Yeah, it was actually not bad. I got there on Friday evening, not too late, and traffic wasn't bad. And spent most of Saturday just baked some cookies and stuff like that, and Sunday did some cooking and headed back. But it's just a long drive. So this week I drive home Wednesday night, go to see The Who, which I should really check out and see how long of a drive that is. Let's see, Google Maps.
Long enough.
Maybe not as bad as you think. There are two. Just under 3 hours. Well, that's not bad.
Yeah, not bad.
Since, if I leave here at 4 o'clock, that gets me there at 6 o'clock their time, so that's pretty good.
Yeah. Half the drive to work they want me to do.
Yeah. Yeah, been there, done that. It's 176 miles from there to here. It's only 191 out to where I live. But it's a long 191.
176, it is actually about half.
Wow. Where did they want you to go?
On the map, it's not far. It's a city called Cottonwood.
Okay.
The problem is the only way to get there is either over and around a mountain or driving out to the freeway and driving back.
So in other words, it's not that far, but there's no way to get there?
There's no way to directly get there yet.
Yeah. The joys of living where there's mountains and stuff.
Yeah.
Which actually, I have to go up to a nearby town, and there's no expressway there, so it's all country roads.
Yep.
Which have no speed limit, but still, they're gravel in places.
Well, they do have speed limits.
Oh, some of them don't have speed limits, because it's really gravel farm roads.
Yeah.
I'm doing Google Bot, and it's saying, okay, at the next right, or at the next cross street, turn right. And I'm thinking, this isn't a cross street. But there wasn't anything else. So I turned, and it just said, yep, that's it.
That's the one where you made a turn down the wash.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Basically, when Mom was picking me up, guys, she was driving down. She decided to make a turn. Not on the marked road, and there are road signs, as you saw later.
Yes.
No, she turned down the riverbed.
I started down the riverbed. As soon as I made the turn, I'm like, this isn't the right way, and that's when I called you.
Yep. I mean, okay, I come escort you back.
Yeah, well, I hadn't done it for 2 years, so you have to admit. Yeah. And it is in the back end of nowhere, which is why you should move out here. It's in the front end of nowhere, but at least we have road signs and paved roads. Thank you very much. Oh, yeah, Mark Hockman, absolutely. You definitely can get a ticket for safe driving, but I drive a mom car. I drive like a mom.
I will have to tell you a little adventure story after the stream.
Okay. I have to listen to that.
It'll be after the stream.
No worries. Yeah, around here you can get a ticket for driving too fast, but if you don't keep up with the flow of traffic, you can get a ticket for not keeping up with the flow of traffic.
Impeding the flow of traffic, I believe they call it.
Yeah, they have a real name for it as opposed to driving like your grandmother, which is the technical name for it.
Anyway, what shall we do today?
Well, at the moment I'm taking out the shield generators around the Terran base so I can go down and
Kill some more Terrans.
kill some more Terrans.
Yeah.
I'll just get through this sequence and go kill them later.
Kill them all while you can. Remember that thing can glitch.
Well, I've been saving it to the end of each map, or doing it to the end of each map, so it seems to come back fine after that. It's when you leave in the middle of a map that it's a problem. Or if you don't do exactly what they say in the order in which they say it, like, you go up the next ladder before DeSoto tells you to go up the next ladder, and you're stuck. You gotta do the whole sequence again.
Yep. This is true.
Oh, yes.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, hello.
We're being invaded by another streamer.
We are. And how are you, sir?
I'm doing okay.
Okay, everything safe there?
For the moment. It has been one. It's been a terrible week here.
It's only Monday.
Year.
How bad can it be?
Well, we had an active shooter last week.
I know. I heard about that.
And it like, I can't believe that actually scared the crap out of me. I'm not one to easily get scared, but when I'm like, I was at work when it all started.
Hang on one second. Is that any better, Mar Hawkman? Everybody talk for a minute.
Blah, blah, yeah,
Blah, blah,
yeah.
blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. Is that any better, Mar
Blah,
Hawkman?
blah, blah.
Yeah,
because it's hard to read. Blah.
I saw your message about the active shooter. And that's, why I was asking if you're okay.
Yeah, but luckily it was in the town. Like, I'm not sure if you noticed when you got here, there was like two towns. They're like somewhat connected together, called Rockville.
Yeah.
Well, the active shooter was in Rockville, but
wow,
it seems how the two cities are like pretty much next to each other. They had to do like a lockdown of both cities.
Wow.
Yeah, it was.
And hi, swear I'm not wasted.
And then not only that, I also had a friend pass away last week.
Yeah, I saw that too. That really sucks. I'm so sorry for you.
I've known him for like 19 years.
Oh, God. Yeah, I haven't lost a friend in a while, but when I did, he went out in spectacular fashion. Not in a good way.
Yeah.
So yeah. Hoping
So
else
I played
away.
I created a ship and named it after him.
Aw, that's nice. I usually default to the names of the ships that they were given because I'm not that creative. Sometimes I'm creative, but I want to make sure I'm going to keep the ship. I'll swear I'm sorry that Mark made your pew-pews go boom boom. Did it happen in a good way, though? Did he touch your ship in a bad place?
Oh, there was a lot of ship touching.
Oh, in a very good way. Okay. There going to be a lot of ship touching, too. Hey, we're going to run Gamma Quadrant Skirmishes if anybody hasn't done it.
I don't think I can do Gamma Quadrant Skirmishes.
That's the Universal.
Yeah, but I still can't do it because I'm only level 10 on this character.
Well, you could go get a different one.
Yeah, well.
Oh, that'd be too much trouble for him. He wants everything to be done for him.
I did one upgrade the whole weekend.
I did a bunch of upgrades, but
I did about 5 of them.
I just had so much home stuff going on that I logged in for a few minutes to do the dailies and then had to go do work stuff. Hang on, what does this say
unfortunately,
here?
while what I had really no real luck getting upgrades to go quickly, except one time.
Anybody notice it says Imperial Cargo marked on all these boxes?
Yeah.
That's all it says.
All the details.
Imperial, but it doesn't say anything else.
Where at? Where's this?
I'm on Firewall. I'm down on the Terran base. And every single box is marked Terran Cargo.
Yeah.
Imperial Cargo, excuse me. By the way, we have a nasty storm that's rolling through. I think the worst of it's gone by, but it was bad enough that we're not having classes today, which is why I'm here.
I'm not sure if we have a storm coming or developing over us.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just really windy out there.
Ah. Well, there's a message on my computer that says, rain to stop. It doesn't say when.
Where is... Oh, there's my torpedo.
By 5 a.m. it should stop. So not too bad then.
Oh, can't put you right there.
Well, DT, have you done your Gamma Quadrant? I'm sure you have.
Well, like I said, I had to kill Herc today, and
okay,
that meant I was going to the Gamma Quadrant anyway, so...
Okay. Board King, do you want to kill some Herc? Sorry, do some Gamma Quadrant?
Did you say some harp?
I was going to say Herc, and then I realized, nope, this isn't killing Herc. This is completing 3 different Gamma Quadrant skirmishes. It's different.
I'm good, no.
Okay. Well, heck, then I'll do it by myself later, or if somebody joins in later and wants to do it.
I will join. Like I said, I'll join you for it.
Okay. Do you want to do Federation or KDF? And I don't care which one.
Doesn't really matter to me either way. I have no preference.
I'm going to grab one of the tunes on this that's not particularly great. Let's see. We shall grab Battle Mom. Battle Mom the Ferengi.
Sounds like it's Fed-aligned.
She is Fed-aligned, yes.
Yeah, the funny thing about my Klingon is I'm flying, my KDF Klingon is flying a Federation starship.
Yep.
It is a prize of war! Do you not understand what this means?
So who you flying, DT?
I'm debating whether to bring out Captain Rogers or the tank.
I guess we're going to go...
I think we'll bring out Captain Rogers.
Apparently we're going to go private on this. Oh, no. Hold it. This isn't a TFO. We can't go private. Marhawkman, we need to go Fed. Because we're going to have to make a team to do this one. And I can't go on private for this one. And hi, Naughty Kirk. How are you doing?
Yeah, I feel like doing a little bit of self-advertising to a degree, but I don't know.
Invitations are sent. If anybody else would like to join us.
That's a good question. Apparently I have not done any Gamma Quadrant missions yet, but on this character, but since when do we ever let that stop us?
Yeah, really. Let's see.
Take wormhole to Gamma Quadrant.
Yes.
Our scouts have found an attack element of the Zenkethi fleet. We need to know what they're up to. As your ship is the closest, I'm sending you the intercept coordinates. The Rotaran and Core are both...
Yeah, apparently somebody from the Priority 1 Armada is nearby my ship.
Merhawkman and Bob, don't forget you have to get your own butts over to the Gamma Quadrant.
Well, blue or green?
Let's wait for the whole team to get here.
Then it'll end up being blue.
Mm-hmm.
But they are so slow.
Yes, guys. Gamma Quadrant. Of course, if you're not by the Gamma Quadrant.
It is so slow.
I like the Gorn.
The Gorn are awesome. You do not say bad things about the Gorn.
I don't like lizard people.
Well, Mammal, we have issues with you.
All right, guys. Let's get this thing. So where are we going? Blue?
Let's. Green's still up. Let's see if we can get a green
Okay,
while
yeah,
while
I'm
we
right
can.
there, so let's see if we can get in there.
Transporter teeth, that's what that is. Buying new.
Queuing us.
If I'm buying new bridge officers, where do I go for KDF?
For bridge
academy?
officers, yeah. Weeaboo?
Academy?
Blue.
Yeah.
I don't play KDF that much, so I don't know the...
It parallels ESD in that you'd go down to the academy on ESD to get new officers. Same concept.
All those are duty officers, bridge officers. From the square, it's basically others. You go, if you were going to go to the exchange on Kronos, you would go the other direction.
That's what I want, bridge officers. That's bridge officers. Okay, so First City, basically it's near Wharf, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you talking about the barracks?
Yeah. He's
Yes.
got to go to the barracks.
Yeah, it's behind
But
Wharf.
those bridge officers you don't get that way aren't really all that good anyway. So.
No, this is true.
You're better off going to the exchange and getting better officers, but
Well, let's see which one I'm going to get. We'll see. Whatever I'm trying to say.
I mean, if you tell me what kind of thing you're looking for, I could write it down and then after I swap back to the PDF character, we'll see what I can.
We'll see what I can get first. I like to get my Android that I can get for free first.
Well, I mean, the reason is that on several of my characters, because I wanted to get the recruitment XP for doffing, I did a ridiculous number of bridge officer recruitments things, which are, it's functionally a free bridge officer. And, well, now I have more than I quickly wanted.
Good. Where the heck did it put my doodly doos? No issues where I'm not wasted.
Okay, I'm mixing Brigadier Distance with the Planetary Assault.
Your mic is super quiet.
it takes time.
Oh. Well, because it's just
you're put into a queue with it. It doesn't really announce it, and then you go from the queue, and then when the queue
it's one of those things. It's like, wait a second, why isn't it telling me that it did something? Oh.
Too bad you can't alter the holographic bridge officers.
Yeah, I know.
There is actually
Yeah,
one
there's a couple
holographic bridge officer. The holographic Orion you have.
Yeah.
Those you can actually edit, but it's like the only one.
Oh, the EMH doctor.
Yes.
But I want to modify Lita.
Sadly,
well,
you cannot modify Lita.
Apparently that's part of the deal for licensed actor rights and stuff.
Oh.
Well, also one of the things the devs mentioned is that for things like this, to make it look like a specific person, it doesn't use the standard head or body stuff, so that it basically has a whole bunch of custom costume options you wouldn't be able to properly edit anyways.
Yeah. The EMH you can modify uniform on, and Jordy actually you can modify uniform on.
Actually, one thing it does with the EMH is that it actually has a mixture of two things that it's a combination you don't see on any other bridge officer. One, it has all of the special Orion racial costumes, like the spiky crown thing and all those other things. Two, you can do the alien customization options for the face.
Mm-hmm. Just like an android.
Where's the 4?
You may have to reteam us again, Mom.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I'm still sitting next to Yadera, and there's like 8 other people here now complaining about it.
Popped earlier, that's all I can say, because I did this earlier today.
Won't let me team our Hawkman. That's weird.
Well, okay, I'm in a team with Bob.
Okay. Well,
That would
that's
be
fine.
why she can't
believe
team
that
with
team.
you.
Oh, wait, now the thing... I hadn't even finished leaving the team with Bob, and it interrupted my attempt to leave the team by pulling me into the planetary assault queue.
Okay. Well, I've got us queued up, DT, for planetary assault.
Alright.
There, my holographic doctor is half
We will.
We will.
Orion and half Klingon.
We will.
Let's see. Orkian? Yes. No. Yeah. Klingon Orion. What is the morphing of that name?
Orion.
Orion.
Orion, yeah. That's alright. On my Romulan, I actually, as Mom said, saw with the alien Orion, which I should play.
Oregon.
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 There we go. It's an Oregon. I like this.
I knew there had to be some sort of a pun name in there somewhere.
Long-range sensors have detected...
Well, my captain is a quarter Klingon, a quarter Vulcan, a quarter Orion, and then a quarter... What was the other one? Human.
So...
No, Bajoran. Sorry.
So
Bajoran.
your captain is a mutt.
Mine's
Why not?
57, please.
Now what I'm going to do for my android.
Make a Terminator. Oh wait, you can't do. Oh wait. can't have the robot face exposed. Too much.
No, but you can remove the eye parts and show the underneath skin, or not the underneath skin, the mechanical stuff.
Yeah, but it's not a metallic skull, so it's not the same.
There are several of those, like, it's like the with that episode where Data got broken, they made it so you can make your android look like the broken version of Data.
Ooh.
It's kind of got those first contact stripped away parts.
Well, there's also like in the Fistful of Data's episode where they take off the side of his head to interface.
They've taken off the side of his head so many times.
I mean, yes.
As in the, I have an off switch, don't tell anybody about it. Everybody knows about it.
But here it is. I have an off switch right here. Don't tell anybody. It's very embarrassing. Yeah.
So my android.
I saw.
Another episode where they did stuff like that was that one with the.
They had the one where they detached his head. They had the one where they went back in time. They had the one because they found his detached head.
His poor head. Oh my god.
The episode.
We need an artifacting. We need it.
There was that time where he lost his memory.
And the episode with the Shellyak,
he pulled parts out of his arm. He pulled an actuator out of his arm to fix his phaser.
The episode with the Shellyak, though, that one was a bit different because the fact that someone like whacked him upside the head with a stick and knocked off his face.
No, that was the one where he lost his memory.
Oh,
No, the
yeah,
one where he lost his memory. Well, he got whacked upside the head on that one too. Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, what we need in game, we need an artifact in game.
Yes.
Android head. Android head console. Your ship runs better when you have a bonus to like.
Yeah, attach
hold
the
out.
Android head to any console for a boost.
Isn't that basically the same thing as that the evil computer that comes with one of the TOS ships?
Yeah, it's the M6, isn't it?
The M6 is not the evil computer. The M5 was the evil computer. Of course, what we need is a Jeffrey Combs computer.
A Jeffrey Combs
Mom,
computer?
You know what I'm talking about, Mom.
Do I? Oh yes, I do. Sorry. Yeah, took me a sec.
What's the Jeffrey Combs computer?
That's a lower decks thing.
Oh, okay.
We had an evil supercomputer in Lower Decks voiced by the great Jeffrey Combs.
We need a cowbell console. Yes, excellent concept there.
We need more cowbell. We need enough cowbell consoles so that every cowbell console can be a cowbell.
That would be the command that we see from like Lita.
That reminds me. Well, one of the special missions that in Champions Only, that's a queued mission, has as a gameplay mechanic having this giant bell that you can walk up to and interact with to ring the bell, which even does like a full animation of the bell swinging back and forth. This makes a loud volume noise.
But it's not cowbell.
It's a giant bronze bell, but that was the sort of thing I thought of. It's like you have something you can interact with on the map.
No, we gotta feed them and the kill. There's more cowbell.
Okay. Wow. Just on a hunch, I went to the other side of the map that I wasn't actually fighting on in this skirmish, and realized that all of the players who had killed stuff on this side of the map had literally left everything.
Yeah. People do that.
Yeah, I do it if I have no room in my inventory.
And after we leave here, we're going to have to wait for the whole thing to get at the red zone.
Hang on a second. Let's see what we're at for the other ones.
So far, I did the blue zone. Oh, doesn't final assault count?
No.
No.
Final assault does not account.
Yeah. Looks like it's all synced up together. I'm checking through some of them here.
Yeah, they all sync up together as on ones.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're going to be here answering questions for 10 minutes.
And 24 seconds. Y'all need to get a Discord overlay so we can see whose voice is in chat. No, Sav, it's a guessing game.
Yes.
You're supposed to
we do.
learn who's everybody's voice. Fine.
Yeah, I mean, you should know who Mom and DT are by now. Figuring out the rest of this is relatively simple after that.
Yeah. Sav says, I have spoken. Actually, no, you have written. I'll be right back. I need to get some water.
So it is written, so it shall be done. As soon as I figure out how to get a Discord overlay working, it will be done, at least on mine. Then I'll sneak it into Mom somehow.
I mean, to be honest, it is something I've seen people do, and it works okay, Ben.
Yeah, there's useful points. I mean, I kind of want to use some of the dead space areas and get, like in that 211-803 cell. I'd love to have the chat kind of on screen, so if you're in full screen mode for whatever reason, you can still read the messages. Discord overlay would be nice. I've watched some of it, Sub. It's pretty good. I like it. But then again, I
haven't seen anything.
Star Wars Visions. Yeah, you need Disney for that one, Mom.
I'm going to see only two things that I can think of. One is Dune, which is coming out shortly, and Foundation.
I want to see the new Ghostbusters whenever it comes out.
Is that even ready to come out yet?
Yeah.
Is it? Great.
It actually looks good.
Yeah, the little I've seen of it looked wonderful.
Ghostbusters Afterlife will drop November 19th.
Ooh.
And I've seen
will actually be in there.
And I was watching Easter egg video of Ghostbusters Afterlife on YouTube, and they say it might be a continuation.
It is.
It might have what was her name? The evil chick from Ghostbusters.
The evil chick from Ghostbusters?
Gozer, yeah.
Ooh.
You know, Gozer is supposed to be, because if you look at the video and it shows someone crawling out, it's the hand and the outfit of Gozer.
Sweet. Well, let's see. It'll be on Sunday. I'm going to go see Dune on October the 24th, I think. Yeah, I should be able to see that. And then what's the other one I just said? Oh, Foundation.
Yeah, Mom's waiting for another Pacific Rim movie.
Not if it's like the last one. No, I'm not. Let's see. Shoot, they're doing Foundation on Apple, which sucks.
Yeah. Yep.
What's Foundation?
It's the classic Isaac Asimov books. Many, many, many books.
Okay.
Wheel of Time's coming out on Prime, as is Legend of Vox Machina, which is more my D&D stuff.
Mr. Wolfer, I have no idea how to say your name, but hi. How are you?
I didn't know that thing was a combat pet.
6 minutes.
I got a jackal.
And then probably about 8 or 10 because I think there's a cooldown afterwards, but I don't remember for sure.
I didn't know the jackal was a combat pet. I thought it was going to be a pet I got.
No, the Jackal Mastiff is a combat pet.
Oh, they're darling.
It's one of the easiest to get combat pets in the game.
Yeah, I know. But now I have 2 combat pets. The Grethor Targ and this one.
What you should do is buy the nanopole. You should.
On my Cardassian, I gave the Jackal Mastiff pet to my Orion holodock.
No.
And I still gotta get freaking. I still gotta get 27 of 47 soon.
Yes, because the problem with having too many combat pets is that you can't really, under normal circumstances.
They share cooldown.
Yeah. So
the only ones that don't share cooldown, the only ones that you can come up with, kind of get away with the cooldown point, are the Nanopulse and the Target Grethor. Because you summon if you have them both, they summon both at once, and then they also can cool down with the Elachi Walker because they're active so long you can have both going.
There is an exception with things like the Romulan reputation reinforcements things. Don't count as combat pets. But
then it's not a combat pet if they don't count as combat pets.
It's basically a.
You can also have the freaking Elachi beam down with you on an away team. Sunder that.
So, do they fight?
Yeah, the Elachi will fight.
And how do I get that?
You have to use the space gear set on your ship.
Yeah, you have to have the full space. You have to have the full revolutionary space gear set on your ship.
What space gear?
He doesn't have it, so therefore we don't have to worry about it.
What space gear? I don't know what you're talking about.
It was one of the.
It was one of the events.
Oh, okay.
From last year, Year of the Klingon.
There was an event where we went around. I think it was doing Elachi missions every day.
Quiet. It got super quiet all of a sudden.
Yeah, I thought I'm like, did my computer go down?
Yeah.
Or did my internet go down?
All right, everybody, be quiet now.
Let's freak Mom out and I'll be quiet at once.
It sounded like Mark Hoffman got cut off for a brief second. Like, wait, what?
Oh. No, I'm just fooling with you. Anyway.
Yeah, it's like that. That's actually one thing that I've done is that I actually have the ability to claim as account unlock so many different combat pets that I just give one of each to my bridge officers.
Yeah. But I will say there's nothing more fun than giving your bridge officers the party guns.
That's also
party guns?
You know, from the anniversary event, you get a party gun.
See, when bridge officers are in combat, they will use any devices they have just because they have them.
Yes, that's what makes it fun. So in the middle of combat, all of a sudden, somebody's shooting balloons at the Vaadwaur.
Good question.
It's one of the reasons why I give my bridge officers the Section 31 rifles, because they will spam that secondary fire mode, and nothing's more fun than watching a bunch of lasers crisscrossing a room.
Question. Which vantage shield was it that made your ship look like a garbage cow?
What? More specifically?
Yeah. There's a lot of shields that make your ship look like garbage.
Which one?
No, it doesn't look like garbage. It looks like it should be hauling garbage. Sorry.
No. You have it wrong. It doesn't. It's going to be
garbage.
Hauling garbage. It should be hauled away as garbage.
Oh boy. I know that the Breen dielectric oscillation shield has that aesthetic that makes it look like it's bits of scrap metal welded together.
And then the rolled and oxidized is kind of the Fakari vanity shield.
The Fakari?
The Fakari.
Yeah, okay. Damn, I need winter stuff.
Wait a few weeks and you'll get plenty of winter stuff.
Oh, I think I have winter stuff somewhere.
Well,
Well,
I mean, if you like me, you
then
have
go
like
get
one
it.
character who's like the designated guy who holds all the winter trinkets. But yeah, that Fakleri shield that makes your ship look like varnished wood or something. That's an interesting one.
Well, that's what I wanted for this character because I have a Federation starship, but I want to get it that dingy look,
Fakleri
like a
vanity shield.
Klingon bird of prey.
50 of each of the common trinkets and 15 of each of the uncommon trinkets.
And he says he has it somewhere, so we don't have to worry about it.
When did they add a Saint Bernard non-combat pet?
Saint Bernard's been there for a while, I think.
A few months ago.
Okay.
I think it's more than that.
Within the last year, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
It was the last winter event. It was the last winter event because you were falling all over when I picked one up.
Okay, so the zone finally.
Yep, and we're in a 2-minute cooldown for the zone to reset.
This is interesting because I got a small amount of dilithium ore and gamma marks for being in the zone set.
Mm-hmm. We helped with the whole thing. They give you stuff.
I think I need to get a different
It was a gift
camera.
from the founders. Do you question the founders?
I question them every day.
Well, this wasn't.
They are gods.
Commentating on what they did.
What sort of insolence do you have to question the will of a god?
The founders are not gods. I tried to do my best Odo voice. I tried to do my best Odo voice, but it didn't work too well.
Yeah.
So the only vanity shield you'd find on on the market. Never mind. So there are other ones, but
Yeah, there's several really expensive ones that come out of block boxes because they
have I noticed that they're over 40 million,
and they were on sale recently in the dilithium store. So,
of course,
and they'll go on sale in the dilithium store every so often. That's one of their
ideas. Yeah, because they're not in the dilithium store anymore.
Right. They'll be back at some point.
All right, so I did the blue one.
So all right, we're going to red, which is.
Oh, red. Okay.
Yep.
Where are we going? Red?
I don't know. Red. Yeah, we did blue and we did green.
Getting there as quickly as I can get my little butt over there. Sorry.
Yeah, the ship has the whatever that warp core is that lets you do subspace holds.
Yeah, I got a miracle worker. I do slipstream. Oh wait, this is a temporal, so I had to join on the red, so.
In the instance we're in, the red is in the far southeast.
She's not in the same instance, so.
Which instance are you in?
3.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Can't get in.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm in instance 12, and I'm over at the red zone now.
DT, are you in the red zone?
Yeah, I am.
Okay. There you go.
Your
team
this
leader.
time it actually says that it put me into a task force when I push the button.
Cute us. We'll see what happens.
Okay. Hey,
trying to.
Clever. How are you doing?
Assembling task force standby, so. In theory, we're queued.
Wee
We will-
woo. It's not just, learning to use a spam bar, Clever. It's what you've got set up on what your spam bar is doing.
Yeah, having stuff go off in the right order is just as important as what's on this.
We can talk about that
That's
as soon as we're done with this zone here.
A Herc dreadnought is being be advised.
Okay. In the briefing, the Herc swarm are slowly moving towards us. Should I be scared?
Yes.
No.
Yeah, they're still only hanging the same distance out, so.
While we're doing this very quick event, what have you got set up on your spam bar? Oh, I got died.
There, I got that vanity shield from the winter store.
Excellent work. That's one less dreadnought to worry about.
Expecting.
Die,
Oh, well.
and I'm done. That was easy.
Yeah.
Yes, yes. Two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. Okay.
Firewall, chemosite,
Emergency.
line tactical. ETW should not be. Oh, emergency weapons, distributed targeting.
BTW3 can run you a little bit, but 1 and 2 are.
He should actually have firewall after the buffs. That's first point.
So I guess you just
if you're
gotta find-
if your ship's running entwined tactical, since you have a torp and firewall there, I'd have to know which one's your primary point. If you're doing torps mostly, then that would obvious. Okay, so you're doing ETW. Okay. Yeah, first point first point emergency to weapons should probably be first. Delta probably should be second. Let's see, distributed targeting chemosite. Then you would do your firewall, your torp, since it's just a cooldown point. You would have your firewall before your torp. Sav, I found a little bit different in just the initial cycle. After that, it makes absolutely zero difference because the cooldowns are going to be what the cooldowns are going to be.
My problem is, since I sometimes drive with my mouse, I occasionally, when I'm steering, will grab something and pull it off, and then all of a sudden it's just completely foobarred.
Go to your... You can stop that. All you do is go to the point where you have the powers on your tray, and then click lock tray.
Ah. Duh. I could do that.
Yeah. Usually I do that too when I do good runs. I do bad
One
runs,
of the worst things you can mess up in Champions Online is there's a trick in Champions Online for having your block ability, which is a strong defense. You can toggle it to stay on, so you don't have to hold the button constantly. Well, toggling it to stay on means you right click on it and drag off the tray. However, if you use the other mouse button, it will remove the ability from your power bar entirely.
Sorry, shouldn't laugh, but that is funny.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe it's not funny for you, but it is funny.
You're getting the slow golf clap for that.
It's one of those things where when it happens to you, you'll not make sure not to do that again.
Yeah. Fair amount of my life is not doing things twice. Once is sufficient. Thank you very much. Oops, nope, that's not what I meant.
Yeah. Usually I'll preload my cycle going in, which, considering I got like 2 trays of spam for the spam bar, usually I just get the first tray done, then second trays when I get into combat.
Yeah, for the build I'm currently using, I'm considering having a 1 spam bar for regular weapon powers and a different one for exotic damage. Because
real problem I have is I start hitting stuff so quick. If I have 2 different trays, I will have so many freaking misfires.
Well, yeah, well, that's the reason why I wanted to do 2 different trays for this one, just because of the fact there's more than 10 things in that list of stuff.
If you have 2 trays, that's 20 items. Are you spamming more than 20 items? You might have a spam problem. If you go to our academy, we will start helping you. We can solve your spamaholic addiction very easily with our technique of teaching. What is our technique, you ask? Simple. We get a big bunch of Italian guys with the middle name of D. We give them spam cans, and they throw them at you. And not these empty ones, because those are light. No, we get the full ones, and we throw them at you.
All right, and green zone is go.
So did you get all 3 of your zones, Bob, for your endeavor?
Yes, I did. On this account, I did.
Yay.
Oh, right. It de-teamed us when I left.
Stygian Sticks, hey, how are you?
Yo.
Yeah, my endeavors were play Dabo.
Oh,
and
you
then the
poor
other 2
thing.
were.
How you must
Yeah,
suffer.
oh my god!
And you did that by yourself? How'd you manage that?
I don't know.
No!
I needed a team. I needed a team for that.
Well,
and then the other 2 were a Lucarian task force and an Iconian task force. I'm not worried about those.
You're on your own for those.
We did.
Yeah.
No, Ed and I did Iconian this morning. We were doing bug hunt.
Yeah, that kind of counts, doesn't it? Unless you need an Iconian, like somebody. Like someone we all know, Mark, who needed Iconian
Yep.
things
for. Sadly, bug hunt doesn't count for Iconian.
Yeah, I know.
Very nice. Congrats on the 600.
Yeah. I hit 600 before SAB.
Yes, you did.
What is this world coming to? Well, now that SAB hit 600, it's time for them to move the goalposts again. I'm waiting for that one.
I'm at like 520, maybe.
At this point, I'm just figuring that they're going to wait until the next time we do a recruitment event.
No, they won't move the goalposts again, but yeah.
Oh, they will. They just...
That's soon.
If they did, because people were hitting it now, they would have done it by now. Because it was a big crisis last time. Now,
well, see, the
they
last
don't
time
really
they
care.
The reason they did it was because of the fact that people needed it for the recruitment event.
They needed it for what?
The Klingon recruitment event. You needed to do.
Well, you need to do
endeavors.
Yeah.
I seem to remember my endeavors goal lining before, long before I did my Klingon recruits. So
You can keep doing them even if you've maxed out.
Right. And I still do them because
You
EC.
still get stuff.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but see, because the timing of when they increased the cap was right after they had the Klingon recruits given the task to do endeavors.
Yeah. But it doesn't matter
And
if you maxed out or not.
You still get points. They still track the progress.
It's not like once you hit 600, you don't do endeavors anymore. You do.
Well, I was talking about like the back end of whether it would count towards the Klingon recruits objective. I'm not really sure.
Can't think why it wouldn't.
Okay.
They moved it though before then because there was a lot of people going, "What now? What now?
Yeah.
What now?"
That is something I understand more.
Yeah.
And now to switch.
At least that's what they claimed.
Or so they
Whether
say.
it's the actual, or so they say. If it's the actual.
Sav, I'm
Is it the
cleaning the
actual
damn
truth?
inventory.
Well, like I said, like there's the timing of the event that seems. Is this a causation or a coincidence? I don't really know for sure, but it is timing. That's for sure.
There. Are we happier now, Sav? Are we happier?
Clean harder.
I have assimilated plasma beam arrays. They're only Mark IVs, but I always wonder if I should keep them and bother to upgrade them.
Yeah. Assimilated plasma is a good. You get health back when you have a chance. You have a chance to regain health when you use them on targets, so it'd
Cool.
be good.
Well, then I probably will upgrade them when I can. So Sav says,
Yeah.
nope. Yeah, Sav. Well, Sav, this tune's doing it on a budget. She's a determined Ferengi's gonna make it on her own. She don't need no help from no fleets.
But you're Ferengi and you don't have Ferengi plasma. What is wrong with you?
Well, I mean, you did get assimilated or something at one time.
I have no idea where I got those assimilated beams from.
Well, I mean, they
One
did
of
that
the many boxes you opened.
It has to be the Borg then. The Borg boxes.
Is it?
They're in the Universal now.
No, I still have Borg boxes.
Yeah.
I'm the queen of hoarding, and I bought some keys, so one of these nights I'll give everything to Sav and have her open stuff for me because she does much better at it than I do.
Yeah. I do that except I need Lobby.
Well, I
I
have
need
to.
Lobby for a couple items.
I have
And
Floby, but that is.
yeah, but you can't buy me a Lobby
I
torpedo.
can't buy you Floby toys. No.
You can buy you a Lobby torpedo. I can't buy me one. And Sav goes, I'll take promo ships happily.
Sav always gets promo ships. She doesn't need any more of them.
But there's
I got like
one now.
one of my characters has like a load of Tier 5
Yeah.
ships opened.
Enjoy them. What few there are. Until they turn to Tier 6.
Which one's coming out, Sav? The Kirk class?
Yeah. Which is technically Constitution class.
Yeah, well, when they did the live stream last week, they showed that it is actually smaller than the Vengeance, but it's still pretty big as Federation ships.
But it shouldn't be smaller than the Vengeance. That's kind of... You look at the ship in the show, it's huge.
Yeah, but everything is huge compared to Booker's ship.
No. To Discovery.
That's not actually a particularly large ship either.
It's about 500 meters in length, so
That's about the same size as the original Constitution, isn't it?
the original Constitution is 300.
Okay.
They scaled it up. They scaled it up for the new effects.
Sav, you're a bad person.
How big is the Enterprise D? I want to say 800 meters, but I'm not sure.
600. I believe it was 790.
Hmm.
How can this be? How can this be? I don't have any ships I haven't opened. That's not possible.
D was 642 meters. Excelsior was 467. Sovereign was a little over 700.
Hey, Pi.
And Discovery, just to tell you how things scaled up, is 750 meters long.
Oh, okay.
If I can quote Sav, that's what she said.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, the 750 includes the pencil thin nacelles that are almost as long as the rest of the ship.
Mm-hmm. But then again, the nacelles on the Sovereign count as to the length of the ship. Nacelles on the Constitution count to the length of the ship. The Excelsior's nacelles count that way.
What ship is the biggest ship in Star Trek?
In Star Trek or in the game?
Universe class in the game was probably the biggest. Along with the
Well,
Klingon.
the thing in game that's actually built in game is a starship that's biggest. Yeah, it's probably the Universe class, but
Actually, no. The biggest thing in game would be the Voth city ships.
but Taco Fangs actually built that thing as a brain object because it's too big to move. The game engine just wouldn't let them move something that big.
As far as yeah, but I can assimilate city ships.
I don't think I have a what is the Universal class? Which one is that?
It's from Star Trek Enterprise.
What is it?
It's the Enterprise J.
Okay.
There's a Klingon version of that ship. I don't remember the exact name of it, but that's actually long. The Valkys is the Romulan.
Okay, yeah.
But the Klingon version of the J is ridiculously long. I mean, if I had a promo token and insanity, I'd probably get the thing, name it Spaceball 1, then take videos of it passing overhead very slowly.
Sav, I have seen your overall contributions overall, but not specifically. Is there something specific you're referring to aside from your awesomeness and Hi Pi?
There was actually one episode in Voyager where they came across some civilization that lived in this giant moving.
That's the Voth.
That's the Voth.
This is a different one. It was like something called a generational ship where it was basically a flying starbase that was actually made out of a bunch of other ships that had more or less been welded together.
Well, that episode, I don't remember.
And
yeah, I don't remember
the focus of the episode was the fact that the people who were living in it couldn't really agree on everything, and they ended up by breaking it into pieces and letting people do their own thing.
That's the one where Harry Kim got laid.
Very awesome, Saab. Very awesome. As Mom's very quiet.
Indeed, 26, 888, 917. An awesomeness unparalleled. I'll double check that in terms of its unparalleledness.
Apparently, Sav must have a new title in the fleet, Queen of the Fleet.
Apulu Felgar, hi, how are you? Interestingly, it won't let me rank people by overall contributions.
Princess of the Fleet, there we go, okay.
There we go. Next closest is Laterdes. After that is Parker. After that is Borg King. Borg King, you are 4th in overall contributions to Strike Group.
Oh, okay.
It's pretty damn impressive. Danger Esquire, Michael Andrews, Mom with less than a third of what Sav has contributed. I am humbled. Ooh, I suppose I should clean this out. Krillian hasn't been here in over a year.
Who hasn't?
Yeah.
Krill. The person around who we have the term, oh shoot, krilled it. Meaning to speak on the wrong channel. Yeah, we have a lot of inactive tunes that I feel really bad about throwing out. Because, you know, they were here and they were good members of the fleet. But a lot of these are well over a year since their last... Oh, some don't were here today. Okay. Hard to throw out somebody who's still got an active tune here.
Yeah.
Yes, I know about the Armada, Sav. I'm in the process.
Yep.
Unfortunately, it's not just a matter of kicking them. There is a process of trying to get hold of them, basically give them a chance to respond, and then kicking them.
Yeah. You're not really helping the whole Armada out. We're just going to have to kick you out, okay?
Yep.
When someone on my says name's Bill in 1954 says he's far behind that list. Behind on that list, being kicked out.
Well, generally, if you've got an active tune in the fleet, I don't kick out any of your tunes.
I just noticed something interesting. The Talaxian consoles that they made for this are basically the old default consoles that were shades of gray, but with color added to them. It doesn't change the actual shape of the buttons; just makes the buttons more colorful.
Oh, that's something. So what are we doing, folks? We don't have to wait 7 to 14 days to kick out an Armada fleet. We have to wait longer than that because we're trying to be nice about it. We tried to get them to communicate with us. Yeah.
They're not communicating.
Well, I give them a chance to respond. You know? I can't tell you how many times somebody will come back to me and go, Mom, thank you for not kicking me out of the fleet for the last 6 months because I haven't been here. And it's like, oh, we understand. And then there's the reality, which is, oh, I'm so damn lazy.
The reality is, yeah, it's the reality.
It is. Well, you're not supposed to say that. You're supposed to say, you're not lazy, Mom. You're busy.
But I get tired.
I do get tired. I get tired all the flipping time. Anybody want to do anything besides sit here and shoot the breeze?
Yeah, I actually do. But
good. What do we want to do, folks?
I'm examining Neelix's asteroid base, and
wow, that's personal.
The best place to put the
maybe I'll just go make and post videos about this.
Yeah, that is engineer work on your computer. I'm sure this will look nicely for you.
Hey, Garrick did it. They let Garrick work on a computer. The Jorans even, I mean.
Oh, that's right. I can't switch the ship. I need it. Gosh darn it. Hey, anybody up for a random TFO just for snicks?
Fed or KDF?
Well, if we get 5, I can make it. whatever
In
we
the
want
middle
it
of
to
a
be.
mission.
We can wait.
Yeah, but his character's too low to join us anyway, so.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
You said random mission. You said random mission. I
No,
can do
he
some.
said random TFO.
Right.
Yeah,
But he can join us and it won't put us in one that he can't join.
because I can do bug hunt.
You want to do bug hunt?
Typically, it showed up as one of the randoms I get.
Wow.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay. Well,
But
let
I'm
us
not-
know when you're done.
I'm in the middle of a
Yeah, I
battle
know.
right now.
I know. No worries.
I'm doing the episode exposed or whatever it's called. The house always wins.
Oh, okay. I just
I don't
read
know.
it the other day.
Oh, why do I want to make it? Why do I want to start a top 10 list? Top 10 things that are older than mom.
Oh. Oh.
Betty White. She's turning 100 this January.
She's amazing.
William Shatner.
He's only 90. But yeah, I guess he is older than mom. Yes. Woot.
I
Woot.
guess he's older than mom.
Star Trek.
No, I hate to tell you, I'm
No.
older than Star Trek.
She's older than Star
Really?
Trek.
Oh yeah, I actually watched the very first episode when it came out.
You were cognizant of watching the first episode when it came out, even.
Yeah, I even know where I was when it happened. So yeah, definitely older than Star Trek.
Lost in Space.
Older than Lost in Space. That was about the same
Oh.
time.
Fire.
Pardon?
Fire.
Yes, I am older than Fire.
What about Buck Rogers?
The original one? No, that one's older than I am.
How about Death Valley Days?
That's older than I am. In the SF, I am older than Dust. Thank you for asking.
The Wheel.
Yes, I'm older than the Wheel.
So mom was around when this newfangled invention called the Wheel was brought in.
Sav, that's why they have a Momosaurus, you know. Momosaurus Rex.
Is mom older than Godzilla?
Ooh, that's a good one. I think Godzilla's older than I am.
Godzilla came out in the
1954.
50s.
Godzilla is older than I am. Yes! Yes!
It's like November 1954.
Oh, definitely older than I am.
It's off by a couple.
Mom is so old that on the first game show the prize was fire.
Original Starship Troopers, are we talking the book? And then we get into the good question. Am I older than Starship Troopers? Excuse me.
Now we have to look that up.
Yeah. No, I am the same age as Starship Troopers, the book.
If
There was a book called Starship Troopers.
Yes, Robert Heinlein. Way
Yes.
back when.
I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah. There's definitely a book of Starship Troopers.
I never knew
Doesn't
that.
have a lot to do with
The movie.
the movie, yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of figured as much.
Not that I dislike the movie, because I really do like the movie. But not the same thing.
Yeah.
it has several of the same basic plot elements. All of the characters are different, though. the things that
And I mean,
characters
some
do.
of the subtleties of the book, and I will say that's overstating it, subtleties in that book, but some of his more political messages are definitely lost in the movie.
for very different political messages.
Swear says, there are books about Starship Troopers. Would you like to know more? That's very well done.
Was that line in the book? I don't remember that part.
What was that?
No,
Was that line in the book?
I don't
No.
think that-
I don't believe it was.
I think that was all Verhoeven.
Yeah.
Because Verhoeven was trying to make a statement about fascism in the movie, so one political message for another one.
What about Hogan's Heroes? Are you older than Hogan's Heroes?
Yes, I'm definitely older than Hogan's Heroes. I don't know if the movie is satire per se. I think they merely took the premise and took it in a direction that Heinlein would not have necessarily accepted. Am I older than MASH? I'm older than the movie, yes. Am I older than the book? Good question. I don't know.
Well, one of the things that I personally found to be rather interesting is that remember how in Star Trek the Animated Series, one of the episodes of the animated series was an adaptation of a pre-existing story.
Yeah.
I blanked on the name of the guy who wrote it at first, but
Larry Niven.
Yeah, Larry Niven. They did a series of
Tumor Boy
book versions of the.
Hello, Tumor Boy. How's work going for you?
Oh, they did a series of book adaptations of the animated series episodes, which meant taking the aired version of the animated series episode and turning it into a novel form.
He did the novels first because in however they called it, were his creation before that, he brought it into the episode that he wrote.
Right. But what I'm saying is that this case, Larry Niven ended up reading a version of his story that had been rewritten by a different author.
Hold on a second.
Of that process of like turning it into a screenplay and then turning the screenplay into a different book.
When in doubt, grab the book. Page 41. Oh, they're there.
He didn't kill Alexander in Star Trek Online.
We're brutal.
They killed him.
Okay.
Yeah, I wish they didn't, though.
Yeah, Larry Niven wrote an episode of animated series, but I don't go into it in super long in depth, but there's a ton of it. Let's see. According to Niven, the Zinti and the Kytians both stem from a common ancestor, much like the Vulcans and the Romulans, blah, 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 but doesn't necessarily link them to the Ferocans. So, yeah, there is some real Larry Niven in the animated series. Yay.
Yeah. Well, the Ferocans didn't exist in TAS, and the Ferocans are actually, as far as I know, a creation of...
Ferocans were kind of in a way, too, because you can use Larry Niven's creation.
Yeah, it's basically Xenti by a different name.
Right. I think the Ferocans might have appeared in one of the Star Trek novels, but I don't remember for sure. There are so many of them, I don't remember.
Mustafar says, time to rewatch the animated series. Good thing there is no new Star Trek series.
Lower Decks, man.
Lower Decks, man.
Yeah. I mean,
love me my Lower Decks.
And soon we're going to have Strange New Worlds.
Yeah, oh shoot, that's what I was going to say.
Prodigy.
I'm just reading actually.
And Picard.
Picard
Alexander. That's pretty good.
Hey, Boom,
Robert
how are you?
Beltran's going to be in Prodigy.
Yeah, I read that, yeah.
It's mathematically possible for me to care less about a show than Prodigy, and that would be Discovery. But I'd have to try hard to care less.
And somebody's been doing a rewatch, and they were actually after. I hate the show. I actually like this show.
Ta-ta's Pop. Take care.
I just don't like Burnham. I was like, okay.
I will watch season 3 just because Noah is one of our followers, and out of respect to him, I will watch it.
Well,
but they're digging themselves out of a hole, in my opinions.
I think they went in various directions with the Burnham character that were not good, and certain of their plot elements were just insane, like the burn. No, that was no. But
Yeah.
well,
Yeah. I'd say it's good science fiction, but bad Trek, but it's not even good science fiction.
it's just one of those things. Just like, wait a second, you have this psionic force causing dilithium to destabilize, and that destroys the entire galactic economy. And oh wait, isn't dilithium just one of multiple ways people did this? Why is every race affected by it equally?
Yeah.
Because the only people who really didn't use dilithium for matter antimatter were the Romulans.
Actually,
Klingons used it. Orions used it.
that is one of those things that's kind of interesting, because the fact that they do talk about the fact that there are several. It's one of those things they don't go into specific details about in some of the cases, and I'm not sure exactly what they.
And we're not sure if the Romulans used. We just know the Romulans didn't use matter antimatter. They used their artificial singularity.
You want to do a random,
Okay, finally got a team here. Yay! Let me invite you.
There's my X.
Thank you.
By Arcturus, it didn't have a antimatter reactor at all, and they didn't actually go into the details of what it was built out of. But it doesn't need dilithium to stabilize a matter antimatter reaction it doesn't have.
DT, you in on this?
Yeah.
Who are you on?
I am on correct.
And then there's all the weird aliens of the week where they just
weird aliens of the week on Star Trek. Oh my!
Who'd have thunk?
Well,
I know.
Well, no. So what I was getting at with that one is the fact that several of them were stated to use drive systems that were not the same as what the Federation uses. The exact specifics of how they work, we don't know.
Thank you.
I have to accept the mission. Ought to be counterpoint. Mom would hate that.
Or the ground version of Counterpoint.
What's the ground version of Counterpoint? Terek Nor?
Yeah.
I like Terek Nor. I'm not prepared for it. No, we're definitely not taking Discovery seriously. And the space mushrooms is one big reason.
Well, like mycelial things, like, okay, how do you have like a mycelial network that exists outside?
Oh my god, okay. I haven't played this one in a day.
Which one is this?
Best served cold.
I don't think I've ever done this one.
Hey, Board King, weren't you at that planet earlier today?
Oh, Rurapente?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm protecting. Oh, wait, I think I did do this one last week.
Yeah, you did. You did it with us.
Okay. I'm just I'll just protect the middle one again since I'm right there.
Shall we go to Beta, Mom, since we're on the left?
Sure. We can go to Beta.
Right, I should say. Yeah.
Yeah, no, don't get me going on it.
Yeah, there's a Karen and there's a Katha.
No DT on your other left.
Yeah.
Are you, okay, you are going to the left then. Okay, that left.
Going to. Yeah, if I'm looking at my ship, it's left.
Well, one of the many ship designs that exist in the game you can fly are tactical ships, which would I expect them to be well armed or armored, but they do look cool.
Ship died right away.
I brought this up because I'm doing that mission where you help Neelix establish a colony on a new planet that he decides to call New Talax.
Watch out! The defense satellites are targeting us!
So right now I'm staring at the fleet of Talaxian ships and carrying the supplies to build the colony.
I think maybe the Talaxians are defended by their incompetence.
There's been a couple episodes on where they were competent.
Actually, if you
maybe it's just
mind
Neelix.
you, we're not talking about. Yeah, mind you, we're.
I like this part where they help reclaim Voyager.
Well, here's something to remember about the Talaxians, okay? Neelix was in exile because of his idiocy.
Because of why?
He's an idiot.
The Talaxians thought he was an idiot.
They're not
True.
wrong.
Hey, Cannon. Yeah.
I'm going over to Alpha.
Oh look, I found the Malon. Hello, Malon.
If you haven't listened to SF Debris' take on Voyager, especially on Neelix, it's very interesting. And I highly recommend it, though he has come back and redone some of them that are a little less brutal.
Well, one other thing that's an interesting thing to note that is not something that you'll necessarily think of when you first see it, but is kind of important, I think, is the fact that what's the list of races that formed the coalition to defeat the Bad War the first time?
Oh, I don't know off the top of my head.
Well, it was the Talaxians. I don't think they actually give us the full list of races in the TV show, but they mentioned that the Talaxians were one of the races, and whatever that...
Borg. I think Borg was one of them.
I think Borg.
Because they only Borg only assimilated cities, not whole civilizations.
Well, another thing with that one though is that race that's the reptilian people that use similar ships to the Lock is also one of them. The terrain.
Oh.
But well, it's one of those things where they bring it up as because of the fact that it's establishing that these various races know stuff about the Bad War, and then, you know, that gives them the ability to tell the crew of Voyager stuff about the Bad War and so on. So the idea that the Talaxians actually being able to defeat the Bad War is interesting.
Strangely, in the season 7 episode, the Talaxians, including Neelix, were surprisingly competent.
Well, even a broken clock is right at least once a day. Depending on how it's broken, of course.
And whether it's a
But my clock is a digital watch.
Well, then it's more likely to be right at least once a day.
No, because what happens when a digital clock breaks? You see nothing!
Not necessarily. Who's going down?
Actually, the whole broken clock thing, in the case of digital clocks, sometimes it's never right because of the fact that it never displays an actual time.
Well, semantics, but okay. Who's going planet side?
I can't. I'm the only one here, so it's got to be.
Okay. It looks like
I think Bob is going down.
Okay. Mark needs to. Somebody needs to join him, and I do not have the firepower.
I'm not sure.
Me neither.
I have firepower, but
I don't have
need to go?
firepower.
No, you
Nor-
definitely do not. Well, if somebody could take over DT's place, he could go down and shoot the snot out of people.
Oh. Prisoner transport.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's at the Genesis feed on here.
and Bob's down there with him, so
Okay.
they got it. They better get it. If they don't get it,
More infiltrators. They're
we'll
headed to
blame
Gamma
them.
Station.
It's all their fault.
Two more transports just broke atmosphere. Don't let them escape.
Hold.
Infiltrators closing on Alpha and Beta stations. Destroy them.
Need your help, Kobayashi Maru.
Oh, you're doing
Kobayashi Maru, you're my only hope.
Picking up 3 more.
Yeah.
Considering how that captain flies, you have no
Yeah, okay. Hey, now that we're not doing it as an event, we really should try doing it some night.
Oh, right. You mentioned that you wanted to try doing a soundtrack thing.
I want to do Soundpack and I want to do Kobayashi.
I have never done Sompek.
Really?
Well, then we definitely need to do Soundpack one night.
It'd have to be on a Monday or a Tuesday because it's the only time I
Tuesday,
do
like
it.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
Soundtrack is
I will be here Monday and Tuesday this week. Then I'm
Well,
gone
today is
Wednesday,
Monday, so
Thursday,
I'm
and
hope-
Friday.
Yeah, if you weren't here Monday this week, that would be a big problem.
Well, I wasn't planning to be here today, but
No.
courtesy of tornado warnings where I was going, they decided not to run classes and weren't keen on my driving out there in horrific weather. Which I love them for that.
Someone helping the Y one, the middle one, or whatever.
Gamma?
I just died.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I just died.
On my way over there. Oh, you're still healthy. Gamma. Oh, sorry. I'm thinking beta. My bad. On my way.
It's red. Can't you see it flashing?
I can see it red flashing.
Yep, you did. Yeah, whoever was in Gamma was not close enough to hold Gamma.
Was my ship is not that great.
He's not a really strong ship, so.
And whose fault is that?
Nobody's. Yet.
My level.
Level faster.
Well, that means we have to take him out. And
I'm giving it though. She's got cutting.
So have you been?
You just don't have the power.
Level faster.
I have 50,000 XP left to boost that. Oh, give me a break.
remember all the XP boosts that they had as a prize during, what was it? Was that the anniversary event?
Yeah, when you go to the Postman facility to stop the work and steal it.
Yeah.
Remember that one because I
I
was looking around.
stockpiled a ton of those. Like, I stockpile everything. And it's not hoarding. It's stockpiling.
You're stockpiling experience boosts on a character that's at max level.
But I use it on my other tunes because it's account bound, not tune bound. Okay, I'm going back over to Alpha because it's in trouble now. A German company has gotten Star Trek license and is releasing Lego compatible Star Trek sets. I would buy that in a heartbeat.
I think for me it would depend on which Star Trek stuff they had.
Yep.
I used to have a model of the Excelsior.
Lego? Lego Excelsior?
actual model.
Oh.
I couldn't. I could only put everybody. The stickers or whatever was on it. That was not that great.
If you send me the link, I'll put it up there. I can give you permission real quick here, I think. If I remember how the heck you do that. Pi, how do I do that if you're still there?
You go Pi and let him put information up there.
Anyway, you can send me the link and I'll put it up there because I don't remember what the trick is for giving you permission for a minute. That's why we have Pi, so I don't have to actually think.
Looks like we stopped them.
I think you'll find my virus is more
Okay.
resilient than you.
Now comes the fun part.
Here they come.
There we go.
I've destroyed them.
I wonder if that would work.
Gamma station has dilithium haulers within proximity.
Okay, so you can use the dragging the asteroid thing, whatever that's called.
Engage the cloak. And
Tethered non-baryonic asteroid and pull things together and shoot them. It makes life a little bit easier.
Ow. Oh no, my hull is down to... I'm close to ending it.
You are
Need help over at Gamma.
Picking up multiple signals on long-range systems.
Beta and Gamma stations have dilithium haulers in proximity.
Let's launch those guys, see if that helps.
Keep those stations secure.
Alpha and Gamma stations have dilithium haulers in proximity.
Well, it definitely helps if I come out from being cloaked. Embarrassing as that is.
Alpha and Gamma stations have dilithium haulers in proximity. Alpha and Gamma stations have dilithium haulers in proximity. Alpha station has dilithium haulers in proximity.
They still don't have the ability to fly Talon battleships. Where's the plans?
Withdraw!
Woohoo! Not bad.
And my Gamma station was almost dead.
Almost is not dead. Almost is almost.
The important part is that it's not dead.
Yes, exactly.
Like 1%.
Doesn't matter. 1% alive is still not dead.
%.
See, 6 times better than you thought.
Yeah, that's right. I can get my How do I get up there?
Yes, I did notice your beautiful flex DPS. Behold my mighty DPS. All right, who else wants to do something?
I did a story mission because I had a Tetrine ground damage endeavor.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a whole bunch of story missions I have to play for recruit purposes anyway, so I figured I might as well.
Yeah.
One distinctive thing about that mission where you help Neelix set up a colony on New Telex, there's no ground combat in that. You spend an awful lot of time running around the inside of that Telexian space station, but you don't...
Is that the grocery shopping one?
Yes.
Yes, yeah.
Grocery shopping
Yeah.
on what?
Is that correct? Is it not grocery shopping?
Well, one of the mission objectives is you have to help the Telexian chef get meal preparation done extra fast. So
Yes.
that means you finding the ingredients he needs.
Yes, it's grocery shopping. I'm not saying
I mean,
grocery shopping is a bad thing. It's just, that's what it is.
I mean, that's not the only objective. There's like 4 different things you have to do to help various Telexians get things done faster so that you can leave on time.
No, you're in a definitely good place, I swear.
Hey, that was weird.
What?
Oh, I'm in one of the halls inside the set in that capture the flag mission.
Mm-hmm.
And I had this moment where it was like I was running into something that was invisible.
Yeah.
And I'm walking down the hallway and I can't... Oh, I just found it again. Like there's this one spot where there's this thing you bump into that you can't see. It doesn't look like there should be something to bump into.
There's a couple of places like that, not just in that mission, but in a couple others, where it's a wall, but it shouldn't be there, but it is.
Well, see, this mission is, you know, they take the regular interior and add a bunch of crap to it.
Is that the technical term?
That's a term I would use.
Well, I mean, it's like, you know, it's like a non-damaged ship interior, add damage, add broken things laying in the middle of the floor, that sort of thing.
Sorry, real life is texting me as we play here. Real life has been interesting today.
You're not allowed to have a real life.
Yeah, I know. Sorry about that.
Real life? I don't know what that is. What is this?
It's the thing that happens when you're not playing Star Trek Online.
Okay.
So admittedly, it's a very small part of our lives.
It's this thing that she says we're not supposed to have, but apparently she does. It's
okay, other people
very
have it and
difficult.
they think that they get to send me messages in the evening just because I'm off of work. Nervy, right?
Oh, you're not busy, so we'll give you this a 28-page book to proofread.
Yeah, well, I did have to come home from work and spent 2 hours doing more work. And it was a busy day. And that's only because I didn't have to go to class. Yay! Otherwise, I'd be going into work at like 6 tomorrow morning.
I'm glad I'm off today because.
I find this interesting that right now on New Romulus, I'm up in the near the underground ruins, just doing the regular collecting missions, and there's no Tholians. There's always Tholians here.
Maybe they don't. Maybe we killed them all.
I mean,
Could
there
be.
are occasions when you go to New Romulus where you're walking around following behind some other player that went like full murder hobo on everything.
Yeah, I get that, but I know where they... they're there. Okay. But they weren't where they always are. Okay, what shall we do, folks?
Well, I got my Genesis seed, so I can do another TFO.
Okay.
Maybe Counterpoint.
Okay. Let me put together a team here.
Oh, we are still in a team.
You guys might be, but I'm on a different character altogether, so if somebody on that team wants to invite me, that would be cool. I'm on...
It still said you were on the team, so I
well, no,
removed
I'm not.
myself.
I'm definitely not on that
myself.
team. Check your private teams, folks, and see if you're still on a team.
There, I text myself in chat so you can re-invite me to your new character.
So that's a Karen, eh? I
Yep.
have a Karen tune as well, but I haven't done anything with her.
It's Karen.
Karen. Mine's similar.
Klingon.
It's Karen. But I made her
Klingon.
as close to looking like a Karen as I possibly could. She is just not a good-looking character.
Do you demand to speak to people's superiors?
Exactly. Exactly.
I will speak to your admiral now.
Who else would like to join us for random?
I feel like doing some work on some other stuff or blowing things up. I'm not sure yet.
I wouldn't say no to an ISE after this if anybody wants to do that.
ISE?
Infected Space Elite.
Oh yeah. Oh, that was one of them. That I had to do. It wasn't a Lucari. It was a task force on Elite for one of my endeavors.
No, really? That's a crazy endeavor.
Advanced or Elite? It was the.
Advanced or Elite, yeah.
Yeah, it was like I'm like, no, I think I'll skip all those task force today. You know.
You just did one on Advanced.
Advanced really isn't all that far.
No.
That was Advanced when I just did.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Oh yeah.
Well, that didn't count for my endeavor because I'm level 13.
Well, yeah, because you don't get to count that endeavor.
Yeah.
You don't even really get to do endeavors at level 13.
I think if one of your captains has endeavors, you should be able to get it no matter what level you are at.
Nope.
Bob, for whatever reason it's not letting me team you, would you check to make sure you're not in a private team still?
Yes, that's my food I am eating. Starfleet rations. It's a Pop-Tart.
Oh, I was going to make a joke about the Vulcan equivalent of hard jack.
Yeah, leave that other one, Bob. Swear. Both of you. There you go. We have room for one more on our task force here for, I think we're doing another random. Come on, join us. Join us, join us, join us.
The interior of this ship looks shinier than I remember it being. And this ship being, of course, the Lisette. Oh, hey, you actually get an accolade if you manage to find all of the injured Romulan crew and rescue them.
I have a quotation here if I can pull it up really quick. Here's the quote for you. The worst possible thing that can happen to us is for everyone to look and talk and act and think alike. That is for you, Mustafo.
Who said that?
Yeah, that's the thing. Who said that?
Oh.
I know who said it.
Is it in Star Trek?
No, it's not in Star Trek.
Okay. Okay, so then I don't know.
Okay. The worst possible thing that can happen to us is for everyone to look and talk and act and think alike. And if anybody knows who said that, besides DT, DT
is it an author?
Pardon?
Is it an author?
Is it an author?
Yes.
Kind of. He did write things, though not a book.
Was he a celebrity?
In a way, yes. Definitely not Trump, no.
Is it a singer?
No, I've heard this person sing. Definitely not a singer.
William Shatner.
You're getting close. You're getting close.
Leonard Nimoy.
No. Still close, though.
But it is a he, right?
It's a he, yes. Nope.
What?
Nope.
Also, it's a she.
No, it's a he. Yeah, El
Okay.
Chizo got it. It's Gene Roddenberry. He said it,
okay.
and then you go and you watch Discovery, which is the antithesis of that statement. Yeah, it's exactly what's wrong with New Trek. But yes, I just find it really interesting.
Are we still waiting for a fifth person?
We are still waiting for a fifth person. And I'm going to swear that the word you're looking for is hubris.
I was thinking it was Isaac Asimov, so I wasn't too far off.
I need a fifth person. Somebody give me your soul so we can go play a game.
I don't give souls.
Thank
I
you. Exploding has volunteered.
Yes, there will be a exploding. There will be a mint julep waiting for you in hell.
It's hubris. Yeah.
I'm going to see how long I can be on Twitch tonight.
Okay. Why is it not letting me join a random? See if it'll do that. Oh, okay. Well, okay, fine. It's doing something on normal, everybody, because it won't let me do advanced. I'll get a weeboo?
I got a wee-woo, I accept.
Everyone else got a
quote
weeboo?
Wolfcat, wee-woo. I can't do it. Wee-woo.
Hey, GTO1, hi hi.
Wow, I've maintained a viewer of 3 people this whole stream. That's pretty good.
Let's see what we got.
Counterpoint. I don't know.
No, not
Klingons made a
counterpoint.
tactical error.
Commander Reeling just fell into the singularity core. Should be done.
Which one is this? Which one's this?
This is Operation Riposte. So we're going to go up.
Never done.
Okay, we go up to Zenith Station 1, and we knock out all the defense satellites, and we beam up the away teams.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I was thinking it was gravity kills for a second.
Drop the facility shields and board them.
That wasn't enough technical damage. Yeah, apparently that was one of those missions.
Shields down on Unit 1.
No worries, that same code's popped a couple of times in the last few months as we've had our discussions, and it's popped the bot for the same reason. Well, is everybody beaming up stuff?
I'm beaming up.
Spot the away team, yeah.
Second away team is aboard Zenith 1 station. We have successfully captured Zenith 1
You
station.
got 7 of 9. I just thought it was funny. 7 of 9.
Shield on Zenith 2 are down.
How to fly a starship, so y'all know.
First away team has arrived at the Unit 2 station. Another away team reports successful transport to Zenith 2 station. Another away team reports successful transport to Zenith 2 station. Zenith 2 station has been secured.
Clever says, hidden starship, crouching asteroid. Precisely. Okay, this thing still turns like a brick, but okay.
Zenith 3 has lost shield. Transport away team.
This should report, though. This would be interesting to do.
First away team has become capture at Zenith 3 station. Another away team reports successful transport to Zenith 3 station. Zenith 3 station is secured. Another away team reports successful transport to Zenith 3 station.
All vessels, engage Cloak and regroup at Apex Station.
Cloaking is for cowards. True warriors, attack!
Klingon reinforcements have arrived. Take them out. All ships be advised.
Alright, who's gonna go planet side? Hey, Victoria! Thank you for the raid! Hut, 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 hut. I told you guys about that. Somebody came up the stairs the other day at work going, hut, 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 and I'm like, oh, Blues Brothers. What's Blues Brothers? Oh my god. You're
I think
also
I've seen
young?
Blues Brothers once.
Hi-oh, how are you
Intercept
doing there?
enemy
You
missiles
guys having a
before
good
they
night?
restart transports.
So where am I going now? Just somewhere
Transport Alpha 1 reports missile
where
lock
the
on.
greens are, whatever.
Say that again?
Where am I heading?
Guard one of the locations, one of the green
Okay.
circles. What's happening is there are also missiles being launched from planet side towards you guys. And Bob and I are down here shooting them.
All ships, eliminate the Starfleet troop transports.
But if you need
2
some
missiles just launched to
muscle up
transport
there, let me
Beta
know.
1.
Got my Genesis seed now.
Ah. Is that off the new ship?
It's off the Miranda.
Oh.
The Miranda. Yeah, I didn't do the Miranda. I wanted to do different. I've never played this one.
Victoria, is the Vicuri Dreadnought the winter ship from a couple of years ago? Or last year?
The Farang? Well, I know it's a winter event ship. I don't remember if it's the most recent one.
Yeah. Because Ed was using that today as one of his new tanks. Really loves it, so he's got on 2 different tunes now as a tank.
Another missile is inbound on Gamma.
What's this mobile torpedo platform flying about? Just talk about that.
I think the reason I love doing the missiles coming up is you have to think in 3 dimensions.
Another inbound missile. Take it down.
Augie's observations is that torpedo spreads are actually one of the quickest ways to get rid of those missiles because they can't miss, and if you use a fast enough one, it's guaranteed to hit it.
Say that again.
Okay, you know how beam weapons will have have to do an accuracy check for whether or not they actually hit it? If you fire a torpedo spread, it always hits. So, I mean, and if you line it up right, you can hit, maybe get 2 of them.
I have to think about that for a little bit.
But yeah, it's like one of the observations Augie had about doing the missile duty is that him firing torpedo spreads at them meant that they would just like automatically explode and die.
I love the Azteca. It's not maneuverable,
Transport Gamma 3 is targeted. Destroy the missile.
but takes a licking and keeps on ticking. Not
Did you name it the Timex?
Yeah. Can't remember what the name of this one is. Oh, this is the Samsara Jaeger. So that means I've had her for a long time because I haven't named any ships after Jaegers in forever.
Missile lock on.
Jaegers?
Jaegers, yeah.
It's a Pacific Rim reference.
Yes.
Never seen that movie.
I consider it to be the ultimate chick flick. Guys, if you're taking your girlfriend out on a date, take her to see the original Pacific Rim, and if she doesn't love it, don't go out with her again.
Wait, how many Pacific Rims are there?
2. Pacific Rim Uprising, which sucked, and Pacific Rim.
We're talking about the film with Idris Elba here.
Say that again?
Are we talking about the film with Idris Elba?
Yep, Baruskis. Love that film. It's got giant robots. It's got kaiju. I
was
mean,
like, I think I got tired of seeing
Klingon
China
Terrestrial
robot
Fleet
movies.
Command, clear the zone of all remaining
The
Klingon
Transformer
vessels.
movies kept coming out.
it's exceptional. I was traveling through Australia and Singapore and a couple other countries when just after it had come out, and I had like a dozen copies of the CD to give to all my friends, or the DVD, because you gotta see this movie, guys. And they're all like, yeah, you're nuts. So
Defend our transports as we withdraw.
perhaps.
Klingon transport disabled.
Oh, this one.
Tractor it back to our starting area.
Forgotten where we're going with this one. I think it's a great movie. I think it's romantic as all heck.
Disable and capture the Klingon transports.
I can't think of a single romance movie my husband ever took me to. Not that he's a movie guy. We bonded over Buckaroo Banzai.
You've got a tractor beam on that transport. Damn! Klingons destroyed the transport unit.
In Star Wars.
I was born the same day Star Wars came out.
Really?
Yep, same day.
Wow. I'm
Got a
feeling
tractor
so
beam on that
old.
transport. Good. Tell it back to the fleet to secure it. The Klingon transport has been secured.
Agreed. Romance is definitely overrated. Stop shooting my
Tractor, you've got a tractor beam on that transport. Good.
Stop shooting my transport. They keep shooting him.
Give me a good Die Hard movie.
Yep, that too. That too.
It's not movies unless you hear Bruce Willis say "Yippee-ki-yay!"
Tractor it back to us. You've got a tractor beam on that transport. Good. Tell it back to the fleet to secure it.
No one seems to be fleeing this area, mine.
Klingon transport disabled. Tractor it back to our starting area.
No, definitely not.
Klingon transport disabled. Tractor it back to our starting area. The Klingon transport has been secured.
Well, we've secured 2 of the transports.
I'm not seeing any troops fleeing my area. I
No,
don't
they're
know
all
where I'm
over
looking.
here.
I'm just hanging here. I'm like, okay, just fly around. I got the USS Burin here. I don't know what they're for.
No, you have to come down here.
Where?
That's a good question.
Klingon transport
Do you
disabled.
see the
Tractor back to our
large
starting area.
icon in the middle where you are?
On
Okay, you where you are at, if you will look to the
USS Burin.
Yeah, well, you're in the center right now. You need to go out to where everything is going on. This is where we're bringing back the transports.
Oh, okay.
Follow the arrow.
Klingon transport disabled. Tractor it back to our
I'm
starting
not
area.
seeing an arrow. Oh, okay, I see a Klingon transport. I see what you want.
Look for all the red shooty.
You see any ships that look like pine cones?
The Klingon transport has been secured.
If we can get there. Ah, lost one. Sorry.
Oh, we've lost quite a few today.
I've never done this one, so I'm like.
No worries.
Son of a cunt. There you'll find
Something you can do that's pretty useful is if you have hazard emitter on your ship, as soon as you tractor beam the plane cone, use hazard emitter on the plane cone.
Ah, will do.
Hey, Mom. I'm going
Yes.
to put up a link here. Tell me if this is how you feel about it. It's just a quick YouTube soundbite, but tell me if this is how you feel about how sometimes the teams go.
Let me finish shooting a car here. He's dead. Well, he's not dead yet. We'll take care of that soon enough.
Yeah.
let's see.
Let's get my mark.
Yep. Yep, I have those days.
I think that is going to become a soundbite. Yes, swear I'm not wasted.
Gorn behind me. My character doesn't like Gorn.
It is indeed.
You know, I think I'm going to have to play a Gorn and just start following Board King around. And go, tiny mammal.
Oh no, there was a movie that was really bad. Mars Attacks. WTF. WTF.
That was brilliant, that.
Oh, God, that was a bad movie.
That was brilliant.
All right, I have to find GTO. Where is GTO? Dude, please don't have disappeared.
I thought it was a good movie. I thought it was funny.
It's based on an old cartoon
of
series.
Of course it is.
Well, like that, but
yeah,
the cartoon series was one of those like super old, super corny.
Yes.
Like 50s or 60s era sci-fi sort of things that made Star Trek look smart and carefully thought out.
Wasn't it in... God, I wanted to say I thought it was like a bubblegum one.
It was a comic book series.
Was it really?
That's the stuff was packaged with gums, yes.
All right.
I should probably... People can see me.
Radio show.
I keep forgetting I have my webcam on now. So everyone's looking at me in the dark.
Yes. I had to record something for work today. Here. And because I've got light coming in from this side and the kitchen lights here, the sides of my face were like white and the front was almost invisible. That's going to take a little bit of editing tonight.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, it's getting dark now, and I have all my lights off in my place, so I forget that I have the webcam. Even though the light above the webcam is on, I'm like, I'm still playing. It's all dark, and I love to play in the dark. I'm like, oh, wait a minute, no one can see me. Oh, well.
See, you're looking at your computer screen, and the computer screen is somewhat illuminating your face, somewhat.
All right, so let's find out where GTO is. He's on Space Dock 4. And I'm on Space Dock 4. Well, that's cool. That's a start.
Suppose I'm not gonna operate. Suppose I could upgrade stuff.
You could.
Well, a weekend. It's a weekend's over though, but I can still upgrade stuff.
You can still upgrade stuff. As I said, I got so distracted with...
The Mud's market sale doesn't end until something like 11 a.m. tomorrow, so... Did the upgrade thing already end? I don't know.
Yeah, upgrade should have ended at noon. Okay, that's a movie I've never actually seen.
Which one?
The Room.
Never heard of it.
It is a cult.
You have to go watch it.
It is a cult classic. It redefines amazingly bad, but not as much as Birdemic, in my opinion. Birdemic is still bad.
One thing to remember is that there are certain movies that are called cult classics for very, very good reasons.
What's really interesting about The Room is the guy who wrote it sued these two guys who are making a documentary about it with his permission originally. And then he decided not to give them permission and sued them and lost the case and had to pay $700,000 or something in damages. Tommy Wiseau, that was it. Yes, yes.
I remember watching a movie called The Five Rooms, or The Four Rooms, or something like that. It was like a weird movie. It's taking place at a hotel.
And?
I couldn't follow it.
Oh.
It had Bruce Willis in it. That's all I know. That's all who I recognize.
And what was the name again?
It was like 4 rooms or 5 rooms. I think it was 4 rooms.
Okay. I don't know that one at all. Tommy Wiseau had a TV show. Oh, that's horrifying. Let's see. Victoria, are you saying you haven't seen Rocky Horror Picture Show, Firefly, or Galaxy Quest, or you have seen them?
Not seen any of them.
I love to watch old Stephen King films around Halloween. Like Creepshow.
Dukan Rex is now following. Excellent name. Excellent name.
Four Rooms, by the way, is the name of the Bruce Willis movie from 1995.
Yeah, that's I couldn't remember the year or what year.
Or the
Here's a
title
quick question
kept
for you.
saying 5 Rooms.
What was it about Night of the Living Dead that made it such a often watched movie?
First time I saw Night of the Living
Royalty
Dead,
free.
I didn't
Royalty
know
free.
what I was getting into, and not a good night. I was a kid. I was like 8 years old or something, or 10 years old when it came out.
I know Romero messed up on the copyright for it, didn't he? And it's
Really?
It's copyright free, that film.
Yep.
No.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh.
The
That's why it's always been published like so many times and things. It's really cheap.
So a relatively minor by modern standards theatrical release, and while they did get a significant amount of money from ticket sales and what have you when they released the film, they had no redistribution rights to their own film.
Okay, yeah, this is why on occasion it's a really good idea to have a lawyer. Lawyers can be good. My direct boss is not only one of the owners of the company, but she's a lawyer too. And, when she reads over a document, she reads over a document.
So, some people were talking ISE, huh?
Mm-hmm. I'm in the middle of doing something at the moment, but I will join you in a few.
I just realized that it's possible to actually do the grapple things on Cartella backwards.
Really?
Yeah, if you're facing away from your destination, you can push the grapple thing, and the camera will stay pointed in whichever direction you're facing, and then you push the up key, not what you would normally do to move forwards, but it'll make you move towards your destination, even if you're facing the other way. The animations go weird when you do that because I'm not entirely sure if the devs were actually expecting people to do it that way. The thing with Cartella, though, is that this is something that, came up in Voyager, but is that the coalition of races that defeated the Bad War way back when apparently decided to treat the former Vadwar colonies as off limits and just completely left them alone. And didn't do stuff like, mining the bombed out ruins of the world or anything like that. They just left it. Which neatly explains why there are so many hundreds of miles of tunnels under Cartella that I'm running around inside. One thing that the devs didn't do that I wish they would have done is the waters.
The waters?
That was that Voyager episode where they run across this thing that at first glance you're like, oh, it's a planet with no land masses and nothing but ocean. And then you find out that not only is there no surface land, there's nothing underneath either.
Oh, 30 days. That was the name of the episode.
Yeah, the waters was the name of the
Oh yeah, Tom Paris.
well, let's go with objects. I'll just call it an object.
Oh, some core was holding the water there.
Yeah, it's like it was an artificially created thing. No one knows who built it or why. The current inhabitants don't know who built it. So some sort of like a weird space station created this giant bubble of water around itself for reasons we don't understand.
Oh, God. Why my phone keeps going off?
Because people love you, Mom.
Nope.
What I was just thinking of is the fun of flying around a shuttle inside that thing. Because it's like this giant, kind of like fluidic space, except not Undine goop. Okay, that was weird. You know that cutscene where you talk to Eldex about his dead friend Galax, and it has the parasite crawl out of Galax and jump into the water. I just watched that, and for some reason the parasite, instead of jumping into the water and disappearing from the map, somehow ended up underneath my butt during the last part of the cutscene.
Oh, Pi. I'm sorry you're sick. I was thinking about you earlier today. I hope you feel better.
The one thing that sucks about being level 14, you don't have a slipstream drive. Oh, the cows are going off tonight.
The cows are going off tonight?
Yeah, I have. There's a cow farm right next door,
Oh.
and they're just mooing like crazy right now. Kind of. When I first moved into my place, I was sleeping. I was like, I had my phone next to my table, my little nightstand, and I had it on vibrate. And every time I hear a cow moo, I think it was the phone vibrating on the counter.
Victoria says, when you first moved in?
Yeah.
It's an obvious joke, but it's a funny.
It's a good one.
Yeah, I have. And for what my landlord said, like October is the worst time for the cows mooing because they try to the farmers try to separate the cows from the calves.
Mm-hmm.
And so you'll hear both. You hear the baby cows go off and the mama cows go off all night long.
Oh, that's so sad.
It's one of those things.
It seems like you're quite moved by that.
I am. Ooh. Got some awesome prizes here going into the prize bank for the next party.
Duke and Rex.
Yes.
Thank you for the follow.
Ooh. You're making yourself popular tonight, Duke and Rex. You gave us a follow too, so woot woot.
Yeah, at Darkmom Consortium.
Surprise says taking the moother from the child. How rude.
That's pretty much what they're going to be doing.
I know. Driving to and from class, I always go past trucks taking the cows off to the cow disposal place, and I'm like, oh, I'm never eating beef again. They're so cute. I don't need to eat beef. I feel bad.
Yeah, just remember, meat is murder. Bloody, delicious murder.
Yeah.
And murder backwards is red rum, and that's how you. That's what you eat meat with or drink meat with.
Just something. Cartellid cave spiders, do those count for the bond with life thing?
Which ones?
Yes.
Are you sure?
They might be in that same category where there's like 3 or 4 different kinds of spider that basically do, count for the same thing. Because all that devs really did was more or less just copy it.
Ooh, Duke and Rex is actually a member of one of the armadas. He said, I hear Mom.
Mars needs moves.
Okay, I got something.
Yeah, we had to process a cow in our production area like 2 months ago, and beef has just been like, no. Ugh.
Just like pork?
Yeah, when they'd had to do the pigs, it was just like, oh, God, now I'm off pork.
At least for a few days.
So I guess the next thing is either fish or chicken.
They won't do either one of those because we know that if it'll take a cow and a pig and sheep and goats, it'll certainly take fish and chickens.
Yeah, but they might do it anyway.
One of the things that's interesting about the mission on Cartella is that when you go to that one area, you look around, you see a whole bunch of canisters with the parasites, apparently in suspended animation or something.
Mm-hmm.
It seemed a bit weird. It's like, wait a second, why are they just like sticking them in jars to store them?
Because they tried boxes and it didn't work so well. They kept getting out. So, are we ready to try something yet, Mom? We're still waiting.
Just a minute. I'm just finishing up on this.
Although the behind the scenes explanation for why conspiracy came out so weird is interesting, to say the least. Because it was one of those things where the actual like plans for the overarching story for the series changed while they were producing episodes.
The bugs were supposed to be the Borg, and it just didn't work out that way.
Yeah, they decided that they would rather have bug enemies. Well, rather not have bug enemies, I guess I should say. And so they switched to the Borg after they'd already made 2 episodes under the assumption that they were going to be having bug enemies as a major enemy for the series.
Actually, they made 1 episode. The other one was just neutral zone with just disappearing areas, and there wasn't any real tie-in yet.
Well, the thing with the neutral zone that people have pointed out several times is that the way the Borg act in that episode is completely different.
The Borg weren't even mentioned in that episode.
Yeah, but it's...
The only tie-in was the fact that there was scooped out areas on a planet, which then came in under Best of Both Worlds.
It's later explained, though, that those actions were of the Borg. It's just like, wait a second.
Best of Both Worlds.
No one...
But there was no mention of the bugs in that episode.
Well, that's what I was getting at, though, is that episode was made before they had changed their minds from bug people to the Borg, which is why the whole like colonies that just got ripped to pieces and removed was a thing and not, assimilated.
I heard a rumor that there was supposed to be
scooped pieces out of ships too. So
yeah.
So I heard a rumor that in that episode, the Neutral Zone, there was supposed to be a Borg vessel, and they were going to make it cloak. Or decloak, whatever.
Oh, I was going to say cloaking
That's
would be.
That's what I heard.
Considering they didn't design anything till over a year later.
Damn it, how do I get out of this thing on base? I hate being on the Klingon base.
Alright, I'm going to switch over to my tanky tune. Finally, sorry about that. fleet mate who'd been gone for a long time came back and had stuff for us.
Uh-huh.
I just find it ironic, or not ironic, but interesting that Duncan wasn't. Who played Duncan Idaho in the original Dune? It was what was his name?
Ian Holm? Oh.
No, definitely not Ian Holm. First one.
Ian Holm is dead.
Yeah, he is. But so is the guy who played Duncan Idaho. Nope, not that one. The other one.
Richard Jordan.
Richard Jordan, yeah, he died shortly after doing it. It was so underwritten. Even if you watch the long one, it just doesn't play up that character well enough.
How many Dunes has there been?
3 that I know of. The first one was
There was the sci-fi.
I know there was one that Patrick Stewart did.
Right, that was the first one. That was
the David Lynch film.
Thank you, David Lynch. Which had its moment.
And there was a Sci-Fi Channel miniseries,
which was really good.
Yeah,
surprisingly.
And now there's this new one coming out.
Yeah, I noticed it has Zendaya in it.
All right, who else wants to do a little ISC run?
I do.
I could do one.
I sent you an invite.
I accepted it.
I'm back, sorry.
Dune, I think is so Abda, I think Dune is next Thursday.
I gotta leave that. I haven't left that TFO we did.
And then, of course, the original Dune had Sting.
Yeah.
Great Sting.
Yeah, Sting.
He was in a movie?
Yeah, he was in quite a few movies.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Quadrophenia. The film.
Yeah, no, he's not a bad actor. I don't think that was necessarily the best role he's ever played.
I will kill him.
I know I seen him on Saturday Night Live one time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, looking for 2 more people.
They redesigned the shipyard transporter room.
At Taconas, yes,
Yeah.
they did.
They reskinned it. They didn't redesign it really, but it's just kind of got new.
Clever can join.
The walls are different.
The walls and the location of the transporter pads are different.
DT, Clever can join us.
All right.
He's on Hestia, or she's on Hestia.
Well, I don't have Clever's points, so I guess I have to give you control of the team.
Or I could just type it out for you.
Yeah.
There you go.
I guess the easiest way will be to send this person a friend request. Except I can't do it. I keep getting unknown user.
For which one?
Clever.
Okay, give me the helm. Yep, Ed is back, Duffy. Woot 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 woot.
Alright, giving you the helm. I'll just do this the easy way.
Okay.
Go.
Okay. What else have we got here? Okay, Victoria, I mentioned that to one of my co-workers, one of the engineers. That and a ID10T error, and suggested that they advise the clients to RTFW. RTFW. And my engineers looked at me like, huh? Guys, go talk to your children, please. Alright, looks like we've got a full team here.
Alright.
RTFM, thank you. RTFM, my bad.
Ah, yes, manual.
Manual, yes. And I finally explained it, and they're like, oh, that's clever. Did you think that up? No, no, guys, I don't think that stuff up.
You should tell me you created what WTF just to make them go, ooh, ah. Well, Mom, since you're in charge, you will have to queue us for
Okie
this.
dokie, I'm going to queue us up here. Everyone's got their toys ready?
Yeah.
Alright, Infected Conduit Elite. Queued. Wee woo?
Wee woo.
Yep.
Let us do this thing. Read the effing manual, Duffy.
The situation is grim. There's more. Begin by destroying...
Oops. Let me pay attention to what I should be doing here. Go. Yeah, tell me about it.
Scanning the nanite transmitter. Done. Additional data is available.
Associated.
Did we get all the spheres?
I hope so.
Yep.
The nanite probes can repair the transformers. Stop them.
Bright light. Maybe. Well, it's a bright light, but not the one I did. Heading over.
Rear shields failing. 4 shields failing.
Nice.
Sensors confirm that the transwarp conduit has been...
I wonder how much dilithium I can get with 30,000 Omega marks.
Pardon?
Quite a bit.
Yeah.
I wonder how much. Yeah.
Quite a bit. Take you forever to refine it, but quite a bit.
One of my characters has 500,000 unrefined dilithium.
Yeah. I got one tune with over 1 million in dilithium unrefined. And it's not one of my main tunes, so it's not on the auto account. So I have to go through manually
I think
do it.
we need a duty officer mission where you can refine all your dilithium, and it should take at least 2 days.
I'm
in
good
my
with
opinion.
that. There's a lot of quiet out there, folks.
I still gotta go get that officer I need today.
Well, I think let's make that the end then for the day, if everybody's good with that.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was a good ending.
I think so.
I'm going to still stay on. Screaming. And I don't mind if people talk on my stream, so keep me chatty, what do you want to call it?
Well, let me log off. Hold on. Let's see who we can raid.
Darksidegirl's on.
Well, let's see who else is out there today.
I got 6 viewers right now. I'm paying attention to that, sorry. I feel honored to have 6 viewers.
Hey, that's awesome.
Endeavor Game On is going.
Let's see. Who have we got? Ooh, Polarcade, but not doing anything we know. I like Polarcade. Too warm.
So who's the Franklin Drake for the KDF side? Or is it still Franklin Drake that gives the Nimbus 3 missions?
Nimbus.
The Nimbus, yeah.
It's not Franklin Drake who gives it in KDF, and I'm not there at the moment. Hang on, let me take care of this.
Set up your raid however you want, on.
Oh, come on. Found it. Secrets of Nimbus.
Oh, okay. Wow, there's quite a few people we don't know here.
Yeah. Pick one then.
Let's do... Well, how many people we got here?
22.
Let's do Ninja Nazumi, because he's only got one person watching at the moment. How's that?
Or Ninja.
That works.
Okay, on behalf of the Darkmom Consortium, I want to thank everybody who joined us this evening. We'll be back tomorrow night, and probably still doing Gamma Quadrant. Everyone have a great night.
Yeah, we'll take people out to Gamma Quadrant tomorrow again.
And we're going to go raid somebody. Here we go. Raid starts in 10, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Raid now.
Ciao.